Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is Day Night Raw. We are past the Royal Rumble and now we can officially say we are on the road to WrestleMania. Last night for the Raw brand was a big one for, well, the big news. You saw it in the pictures. We have a new World Heavyweight Champion. Marty Scurll is the World Heavyweight Champion once again, and Sting is no more. Sting retired last night as a result of his defeat to this man, and Marty Scurll is going to be celebrating it here tonight to kick things off on this episode of Monday Night Raw. Another villain celebration coming our way to commence things here in Las Vegas, but the end of the night is also looking like a pretty good one. A number one contenders match to determine the number one contender to Scurll's World Heavyweight Championship at Battleground, the Raw exclusive pay-per-view, literally just under 2 weeks away. It is already coming pretty close after the Rumble. The Punk versus Goto is going to be a great one. But it is time to start off with the villain. And there he is. The world champion once more for the second time. He beat Sting. Not only did he beat him, he hit the bat into his face and he forced him to tap out. That is a dominant way to close out the career of a great talent like Sting. But of course, Scurll's not going to be normal about it. He's not going to appreciate it. He is rubbing it in that he retired Sting last night. He loved the fact that he killed their hero. And he believes that there is no one on this Monday Night Raw roster as a result of that is on the same level as the villain. It is all over for them because Scurll is back on top. Yeah. And I wish he wasn't. I really wish he wasn't. However, Scurll saying that he doesn't want to dishearten anyone, even though they won't beat him. They might be able to put up a good enough fight. And of course, breaking out the numpty, saying that nothing anyone can do will finish him off. Sting was a fluke win, and he proved that it was a fluke win because he humiliated him at the Royal Rumble, and he enjoyed every single second of it. Of all the guys who could have retired Sting, this was the guy. And Scurll saying that the crying is going to end now because he's giving out a gift with tonight's main event. Finding out, of course, who will battle or the fall to the villain, as he puts it, at Battleground. Scurll saying that he's being very humble right now and he doesn't have to be reminded of it. Yeah. You're just in over your head again, Scurll. But look at this, since he still thinks it's the festive season, that was last month, he is going to give them another match at Battleground to determine the number one contender to the world title at WrestleMania. He wants to have Hirooki Tanahashi and Roman Reigns square off, but he believes he will retain all occasions. Long live the villain. Well, there you have it. Scurll feeling pretty damn cocky as world champion once again. Not only feeling like he rightfully retired Sting, not only feeling like he's going to walk out of Battleground world champion, but he'll even walk out of WrestleMania with the belt, as we see from his challenge put out for Reigns and Tanahashi to face at Battleground. That is some pretty big news regarding the Royal Rumble. Sorry, not the Royal Rumble anymore. Regarding the Battleground pay-per-view that is coming your way in a little while. But as for right now, it is time to kickstart this evening's action of Monday Night Raw. Not on a Monday though, but still. It's going to be Sami Zayn one-on-one against Shelton. Benjamin Zayn coming off of a great Royal Rumble for him, tied for the third most eliminations in that match. If I am correct in saying that one, I believe that it was Zayn and Gibson who had 3 eliminations. Goto had 4, and sadly, Corin had 5. But he didn't win! So it's great. So yes, those top 4 that I just named eliminated half the field. 4 guys eliminated half the field. Zayn 3, Gibson 3, Goto 4, Corin 5. 15 eliminations between them. The rest getting, I think Okada had 2. Okada got rid of Reigns and Nakamura. Tanahashi didn't get elimination. Did Punk get elimination? feel like Punk didn't, did he? No, Punk didn't get an elimination. I might be wrong. I'll have to go back and remember, but I don't remember seeing Punk eliminating anyone. I could be wrong there, though. Shelton Benjamin, of course, wasn't even in the Royal Rumble. But he does have to take on a Sami Zayn, who not only, of course, is full of momentum right now following that great Rumble performance, but also has a measure of revenge. The last time these two guys squared off in action against one another, Benjamin beat him and then tried to take a steel chair to Sami Zayn. If not, of course, thanks, of course, to the saving from Cesaro. Benjamin wasn't able to execute what he wanted, but it did also form an alliance between Zayn and Cesaro, something that has continued on, but Cesaro, I think he's here tonight, I'm not 100% certain, but Zayn said he wanted to take on Benjamin himself. He wanted to take care of Benjamin himself. He wanted to make him pay for costing Cesaro a place in the Royal Rumble as well, and he wants revenge when he tried to take a steel chair to him. This is personal to Sami Zayn as we start things off in this episode of Monday Night Raw. 2 matches already on their, well, 3 matches actually already on their way to being declared for Battleground. It'll be 4 by the end of the night, now that I think about it. All the, no, not all the title matches, sorry. The women's title won't be decided, but we already know the winner of Hirooki, Goto, and CM Punk will face Marty Scurll for the world title. Hiroshi Tanahashi and Roman Reigns will battle for the right to be the number 1 contender to the world title at WrestleMania. Kassius Ohno will face Bobby Roode for the US title. And by the end of this evening, we'll know who the number 1 contenders to the World Tag Team titles are. That'll be the Revival or TM61 coming up next. Already, good things being taken care of on this night for the Monday Night Raw brand. Battleground, of course, a short way away, and it is always tough when you only get given a handful of weeks. Not even that. Not even several weeks. You get 14 days essentially to plan out your next pay-per-view, and you only get 2 shows to do it in. It is pretty tough, but if you're able to make it work, then fair play to you. You did a good job. Zayn and Benjamin right now, they're locking horns with one another. Zayn is certainly showing aggression, not in trouble at all, despite what happened last night. Zayn with not only let me try English, not only a lot of eliminations to his name, but he lasted quite a while in there. I think he came in number 13, I believe it was, for Sami Zayn, if I remember rightly. And, well, yeah, he lasted until just before Corin came out, which was number 20, for being him and Goto getting eliminated by Apollo Crews. Last night's Royal Rumble was something incredible. If you haven't watched it, I implore you go back and watch it. Those are what we showed you at the top of the show, and only the highlights for Raw. For the 2 Raw matches. The Royal Rumble itself, it pretty much need a show on its own to recap all its highlights. There was so much to talk about on that evening, outside of the Rumble match itself. SmackDown Live will have plenty to discuss as well, with a new Intercontinental Champion. And Lesnar still on top as well. ECW, well, I don't mean to brag, but in a good and a bad way, we have literally everything to talk about. DIY, Rollins, and Adam Cole, baby. Oh, I was such a little happy kid when that happened, for more than one reason. We'll get to all of that on ECW, though, but as for right now, let's keep on focusing here on Monday Night Raw. The action going on between these 2 men. Zayn's certainly showing a lot of aggression here. Benjamin, though, enduring the chops, but not the Blue Thunder Bomb. Zayn got all of it. A big Blue Thunder Bomb by Sami Zayn, and he could be looking to finish off Shelton Benjamin right here to exercise his revenge. Benjamin, though, counted him. Plays it safe. Northern Lights suplex. Middle of the ring. Only a 1 count. See what'll happen here. Wrenching on that neck now is Shelton Benjamin. Nice stuff here. Playing it safe, like I said. I think he wants to just try and get through this match, whereas Zayn wants to win this match. I think that's the difference between these 2 guys right now. Sami Zayn, though, certainly showing why he wants to win. You can see his aggression in everything he's doing. Float over suplex here into the cover. Looking to put away Benjamin. There's 1 and a kick out. Didn't get more than it there. Wait a minute. The Freak! Lars Sullivan storming to the ring. What the hell is this all about? Sullivan grabbing a sledgehammer from under the ring. Oh, driving it into the ribs of Sami Zayn. What the hell is this all about? Zayn wins by DQ, but Sullivan just blasted him with a sledgehammer. What was that all about? Sullivan, did Sullivan just snap once again? What the hell? I have no idea what to make of what we just saw there. Sullivan, he just lost it. That was incredibly weird to witness. Lars Sullivan just... What was that all about? Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we just witnessed, but it seems as if Shelton Benjamin might not be alone as he stands against Sami Zayn and Cesaro. I don't know if he was there to assist Benjamin, or I don't know if he was there for his own business, but Sullivan, he could have bust a rib there. Easily broken a rib with the force he put behind that sledgehammer shot. Hopefully Sami Zayn's alright, but we got to keep on going here on Monday Night Raw. I want to talk about that for a while, but I can't, sadly. Big action coming your way on Monday Night Raw as we're seeing right now. The Revival versus TM61. The number one contenders match to the World Tag Team titles up for grabs right now. Who will face the Authors of Pain at Battleground? Since American Alpha lost their tag team titles, it's really been an open playing field in the tag team division for anyone to try and take charge of, for anyone to try and make an opportunity with. And I got to give credit where it's due to these two teams. Sorry, they've really done a good job of getting their name out there. TM61, of course, beat American Alpha in a huge win for them. I think the Revival beat Magnum Opus, maybe. Was it Magnum Opus or was it Rhino and Christian? Someone beat Magnum Opus. Maybe it doesn't matter who it was. Oh, it was Zayn and Cesaro. So yeah, that one doesn't matter towards the tag team division. But TM61 and the Revival both had strong matches in their case, and now we get to see who will fight the Authors of Pain in what will be AOP's first tag team title defense at Battleground. They got a former two-time tag team champions on one side of the ring and an up-and-coming hungry team in this universe on the other. The Revival, though, definitely feeling pretty confident about it. Look at that. High five between the two. Spirits are high within the Revival as they seek a third tag team title. Dash Wilder will start this one against Shane Thorne. And so here we go. Thorne, the flashier of the two, I guess you could say. You know, the one with more zest in his attire. Oh, what a counter from Dawson. That's not Dawson, that's Wilder. I'm sorry. I keep on messing him up. But Shane Thorne with a bit more zest in his attire. He's got the tattoos as well, compared to Nick Miller. But the Revival, just all about business. Simple attire. They don't care about anything other than just getting their name out there and beating down their opponents in tag team competition. Well, I talked about at the start, just as the show is about to begin, about how we have a number of matches already made for Battleground, but with what we just witnessed, I think another one could have just been added to the list. TM61, nice combo there. High-low combo, essentially. And now Nick Miller gets to have a run out in this match. See what he can do. Yeah, good counter by Dash Wilder. The Revival definitely do have the advantage of being former tag team champions, of knowing what it takes to get that far. I don't know if TM61 have had a shot at the tag team titles. They may have under Daro's regime, but I can't remember for the life of me. God, I haven't said his name in about 3 months. R.I.P. in peace, you little sunshine nugget. Don't know where I was going with that one. I wonder when he looks up from the heavens. When he looks up from the heavens. When he looks down from the heavens from his resting place. What he thinks about Monday Night Raw now. It's like if he closed his eyes for 5 months, not much has changed. Marty Skrull's still on top, sadly. Sting is still gone. It's all sad. It is a very somber tone here in this episode of Monday Night Raw, I do have to say. And it just all comes down to the loss of Sting. Him being gone is it's going to be tough for Raw, I think, to come back from, because that was their guy. That was like their knight in shining armor. That was the guy they could always look up to, and essentially, over these last few months, just kind of be the guy to save Raw from almost the evil within it, the problems within it, like Marty Scurll. And now, yeah, there's still Tanahashi, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, but two of those guys have already proven they can't beat Marty Scurll. Bryan failed at Payback. Punk failed at SummerSlam. Tanahashi, the last time, well, they faced once and it ended in a DQ, so maybe Tanahashi could be the guy, but he could also be swept to the side of Battleground if Roman Reigns gets the win. That's entirely possible that it could happen. Especially with a Roman Reigns who's going to be frustrated. He did not do that well in the Royal Rumble last night, but neither did Tanahashi, so here we go anyway. This match continuing on right now. Shane Thorne having come back in off the tag here onto Scott Dawson. Camel clutch applied. Trying to get the tap out here. Dawson, though, knowing his way out of submission holds, definitely the more submission-based talent of the two. It's why he works over the leg so much in his in some of his main maneuvers. Has him up on his shoulder here. Fireman's carry gets countered. Big elevator DDT. Wilder trying to get the tag in there, but not going to be allowed. Dawson gets up to his feet anyway. Thorne in with a knee in the gut. Thrust kick in the gut there by Scott Dawson. Both guys swing and a miss. And from behind, back suplex. That is pinpoint. That was a gorgeous back suplex there by Scott Dawson. On the money. And oh, there's the leg being taken out from underneath him. Take out the leg, the one with the knee brace on it as well, and things go, oh no! Shatter Machine countered. Wilder knocked off the apron there. What the hell is Shane Thorne looking to do right now? Oh, Dawson making him pay, and look at that, isn't even thinking about going into the ring. He'll just more than happily stand outside. Or stand inside, sorry. Count on Thorne right now, of course, but not looking like it's going to make a 10 count. Scott Dawson, though, looking for any tactic it takes to become the #1 contenders. Miller was going to be there to break it up if Thorne hadn't kicked out, I will say that. Good counter there by Shane Thorne. Double elbows into the face right there. Big forearm following up after. Thorne is putting in a good performance. Oh, what a lariat in the back of the head by Shane Thorne. Cover made here. There it is. Will it put away Scott Dawson? Oh, kick out. And now it is all starting to fall apart in this ring. Sorry, did I say kick out? I think it was broken up by Dash Wilder. It is all starting to fall apart in this ring. Up on the shoulders here. Scott Dawson counters him. And all of a sudden, things aren't looking good for TM61. Big lariat there to Dawson. Can he make the tag into Miller? Yes, he can. Nick Miller going to come into this match now. Can he turn things around? Not if Scott Dawson has any plans. Another huge lariat takes him off his feet. And Dawson might be thinking that it is going to be time to end it. Oh, takes the leg out from underneath him. And with no Shane Thorne at ringside, with him down on the outside right now, easy pickings for the Revival. Shatter Machine! And the cover by Wilder. Thorne hasn't even got up to his feet. And the Revival are the #1 contenders to the World Tag Team titles. There you have it. It will be the Revival against the Authors of Pain at Battleground. TM61 put up a fight. They looked pretty good, but at the end, they got rid of what they needed to get rid of. They left it to the lone man, and Miller couldn't do anything against the wrath of the Shatter Machine. Your winners and #1 contenders, the Revival. Good stuff there, but it's time to move on as we now look at a different #1 contender. The #1 contender to the United States Championship, Kassius Ohno, will meet Bobby Roode in just over 2 weeks' time or just under 2 weeks' time, sorry, at Battleground. It's a great opportunity for both men. Ohno's had a number of chances to be the United States champion. It's come so close on so many occasions. But after that huge win in the Battle Royal last week, topping Jinder Mahal, Chad Gable, and most importantly, the former US champion, Hirooki Goto, things could definitely be on the up and up for Kassius Ohno. But the same is true of Bobby Roode. I mean, not long ago he was not really doing anything. Now, United States champion, and has proven that he deserves it as well, having won his rematch with no doubts really at the end of it that he deserved to beat Goto on that evening. Ohno going to warm up for this match though with a guy who he faced in the Fatal 4-Way last week here on Raw in Chad Gable. Of course, Ohno pinned Hirooki Goto in it, which was a huge pin for Ohno. But Gable and Jordan, who have kind of been going down singles ventures as of late. I mean, 2019, you know, new year, new start to everything. And it may well also be the case that, you know, American Alpha have done a lot in the tag team division, and maybe they think that they need to freshen their careers up. Maybe they need to do some more of their own stuff before they are ready to take down the new venture, I guess, to go back really to trying to claim those tag team titles. That may be the case for American Alpha. Gable ready for this match though. No towel and no Jason Jordan. He wants to do this one by himself. There's no doubt about that one. Let's see how it will go here. Ohno versus Gable, one-on-one. What can Kassius Ohno do here to help him warm up for that match against Bobby Roode? You know, the glorious one's going to be watching on. Having found out last week, of course, that Ohno is his #1 contender. He's going to be watching this one closely and seeing how he's going to try and maybe take down Ohno at Battleground and retain that US title. Nice neck breaker there by Ohno. Chad Gable did get in a really good belly-to-belly, but the cravat neck breaker there, and all of a sudden Kassius Ohno is in control. Stomping away at him. Working over the arm as well, trying to take that technical wrestling ability completely away from Chad Gable's repertoire. Nice little hip toss there though. Gable looking good. Gable going with speed as well. Look at this, right into a suplex there by the two-time tag team champion. Good forearm in the face. Belly-to-belly suplex. Gable demonstrating some great strength right now, and he's going to continue to be in control in the early stages of this match. That is something that Ohno just wasn't able to stop there. What a sweep of the leg by Chad Gable, but what a forearm as well from Kassius Ohno, drilling him right in the face. Gonna look for a powerbomb maybe. No, good counter, good counter. Cover made here by Gable. Could he pick up a shocking victory? No, Ohno counters, covers him instead. And oh, Gable having to get out of that one at the count of one. Elbow in the back of the head. Cravat suplex now. The master of the cravat is Kassius Ohno, and he's demonstrating why right there. Ohno now in control of this one. Taking point in this contest here, and nice little work going on there, crossing the arms. Trying to keep Gable in position here. This has been a very back and forth match. Gable really shining in singles competition right now, have to say it. As we keep on going in this contest right now. Oh, what a belly-to-belly striking again by Gable. This is not the performance that Kassius Ohno wanted. So close to Battleground and so close, of course, to the US title match. Ohno still looking for his first piece of singles gold. And I imagine that there would be nothing better for him than holding that crown. Cover made here, trying to put him away after that big boot, I believe it was, kick out there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm receiving reports that there's some kind of altercation going on backstage. I'm not too sure if this is all just hearsay right now, but I am being told that there is some kind of a scuffle going on backstage. We don't really know what it's about, but there is one. I have to focus back on the match briefly while While I wait to hear what's going on, but you can see Ohno there working over the legs of Gable. Smart idea. Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen, I've received reports that we have got a camera backstage. And there is one hell of a fight going on right now, and it is between Roman Reigns and Hiroshi Tanahashi. We're going to go backstage right now. We'll leave this match running in progress. But we got to go backstage here. And in the office, all of the executives of Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns has assaulted Hiroshi Tanahashi. The ace. In front of an executive here, in front of one of Dredge's backroom staff. Oh my God! Powerbomb! On the desk! The wooden desk! Tanahashi's back could have given out on him. Roman Reigns resorting to anything to prove a point. My goodness. Tanahashi needs medical assistance right now. His back could have gone on that one. An excruciating blow. And meanwhile, Ohno, death by elbow. Covers Gable here, and he's going to put him away with 1, 2, and 3. Ohno wins. But what the hell did we just witness backstage? Roman Reigns destroying him there. That was ruthless. My goodness. Ohno, your winner, and he can take some solace in the fact that he did get that win. Gable upset in defeat, but that was, wow. Reigns taking everything by the horn, it seems, as he now has another chance at the world title waiting for him at Battleground. He is trying to soften up Tanahashi before we even get there. God, so much to talk about this evening, no doubt about it, on this episode of Monday Night Raw so far, but we have to keep on going in the women's division. Gail Kim going to go one-on-one against Asuka here. Asuka wanted another contest, just 24 hours removed from an no pun intended, an insane contest with Kairi Sane. Those two women gave it everything. They threw socks at one another. They would not stop until the other one stayed down, but it was Kairi Sane who tapped out to Asuka, and the Empress continues on her reign as the Raw Women's Champion. Now she looks for another contest here with Gail Kim, who, rumor has it, is whittling down the final days of her career. Getting closer and closer to retirement, a veteran of this industry. She had that one last run when she won the Queen of the Ring a little while back, but that all just kind of slipped away from her. And over these last pretty much 12 months, Kim has struggled to make an impact on Monday Night Raw. Whereas this woman has done nothing but be the impact of the women's division, be the women's division basically, since she dethroned Rosemary nearly 4 months ago. It is the Empress. It is the Raw Women's Champion. It is Asuka. Like I said, that contest last night with Kairi Sane was something to behold. You saw the pictures of it, but honestly, pictures don't do it justice. You owe it to yourself to go back and watch that match between Sane and Asuka if you haven't. It was incredible to see them throwing everything at one another, to see how far they were willing to go to be the Raw Women's Champion. Sane gave Asuka, I think, the best test she's had as champion, even better than what Rosemary mustered up in the rematch at Armageddon. She threw everything at her, but everything wasn't enough against the Empress. Now Asuka will look ahead to her next title defense at Battleground, and I wonder just what it will be and who it will be. I mean, if Gail Kim wins here tonight, well, that clears that up. It'll be Gail Kim versus Asuka, of course, but we don't really know. We will be finding out, though, I think, very shortly indeed. After this, you've only got one more episode of Raw, and we're at Battleground. So, kind of need to have a decision made quickly. There's no doubt about that one. We are ready to go here, though, between these two women. And I am excited to see how it goes between Asuka and Gail Kim. It's a great chance for Kim. She's a veteran of this industry. She knows what she's doing. She's incredibly talented. If there's anyone who knows how to win a match, it is Gail Kim. I was about to say she is to the women's division what Tanahashi is to the male's division, but Tanahashi's undefeated since arriving on Monday Night Raw. He hasn't been pinned or submitted. Gail Kim has. quite a few times. Sweep of the leg there by Asuka. Definitely the Raw Women's Champion, just 24 hours removed from the Rumble, showing no signs of fatigue whatsoever. Big slap in the face there. And a big backbreaker to follow up after it as well. Let's see what will happen here. Front face lock applied. Asuka counters. We'll go back into the collar elbow tie-up. Gail Kim, though, overpowering her. Backing her up against the ropes right now. Will we get a clean break between these two women? We will. Not even the referee wanted to get involved there. Just let them break it up at their own pace. Gail Kim now. Overpowering her. Side headlock here by Kim. Asuka locking in between her legs and then wrenching on it. That is very well done there by Asuka. Nice stuff indeed. Good dropkick following up after it. Gail Kim just throwing her there. I don't know if she grabbed onto the hair of Asuka or not, but she did just throw her across the ring. Chop in the chest. Countered back there by Asuka. Big back suplex follows in though by the Raw Women's Champion. You look at this women's division right now and you do see there are a lot of challenges that could come Asuka's way at Battleground. Gail Kim is one if she wins here tonight. Alexa Bliss, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville. Those are just, what, 4 challenges just right there. Still the likes of AJ Lee, maybe even Carmella could provide another upset. Big sit-out spinebuster there by Gail Kim. Into the cover she goes. Asuka out at 1 though. The Raw Women's Champion showing absolutely no signs of letting up as this one continues on. Look at the back elbow there, gets countered. Forearm in the face by Asuka. Look at the strikes she is deploying in this match. I've received a report, by the way, backstage. I want to clarify. Okay, thank you. Tanahashi is fine. He's up on his feet. He's in the medical treatment room, but Tanahashi's saying he's fine. You know, the Ace has been through a lot of it in his career, and it might just be another beatdown for him. He says his back is a little, I guess, shaky, but nothing that will throw him off course, shall we say. That's for certain. Focusing back on this match right now, though. Asuka, they're hitting the thrust. Running thrust, and here we go. Incoming kicks for Asuka. 3 into the gut. And the roundhouse kick. Well, the spinning kick, rather. Could definitely end this. Asuka covers Kim. Looking to put her away. Will she do so? Gail Kim kicking out of the counter, too. Nicely done there by Kim. But Asuka in the driver's seat firmly. And something needs to be done here by Gail Kim if she wants to try and pick up this huge win. Dragon Sleeper. Dragon Sleeper locked in. Asuka could get Kim to tap out here. Nowhere near the ropes. I don't know, actually, if she moved her foot over a little bit, she might be able to reach it, but she fights out instead. Great heart there by Gail Kim. What a slap across the face there by Kim. Backbreaker. Neckbreaker follows up after. Gail Kim now starting to move at quite a pace right now, but Asuka stopping her in her tracks again at the count of 1. Kim might be thinking through in her head, what do I have to do now? What do I have to do to beat Asuka? Nice forearm in the face. Back elbow follows up after it. Asuka reeling again, and Gail Kim using every bit of the ring that she can here. Look at that. Pushing the body in one direction and stretching her arms back there. That is agony. Snap me. Into a Dragon Sleeper here. Beautiful combination there. That is a very awkward angle to lock in a Dragon Sleeper at as well. Asuka, I don't think Asuka can see the ropes. But she doesn't need them as she fights out there. Double knees in the head. Great flexibility from Asuka to escape the hold. German suplex after it as well. Gail Kim reeling, but she ain't done yet. Hurricanrana from Gail Kim. Might just be looking for eat defeat, and she could be in for one giant victory for her here. Asuka, though, putting her in between the middle and the top rope, launching her body there into Gail Kim. And Kim is reeling. Asuka's in control right now. Clothesline, a second clothesline, just like we saw last night. The super kick follows up after it, or the thrust kick, whatever you want to call it. Spinning kick in the gut. Running bum thrust. And Asuka now. Will she end it with this, or will she look to finish things off definitively with the Asuka lock? Cover made. Gail Kim is able to kick at it too. Asuka is going to need to call upon the move that she used to retain the title last night. And here it comes. 2 tap outs in 24 hours, it seems. Gail Kim with nowhere to go. Asuka stitched in here. Kim can't make it to the ropes. And she taps out. Asuka retains. She retains? No. Asuka wins on this episode of Raw. 24 hours after Kairi Sane. Another big win for Asuka. Is there any stopping the Raw Women's Champion right now? It truthfully looks like no one is ready for Asuka. Gail Kim getting up to her feet though after that tap out. And congratulating her on the win as well. A shake of the hands between these two incredible competitors. And Gail Kim leaving the ring alone for Asuka to enjoy. There is your Raw Women's Champion. There is the Emperor. Oh my goodness! Jordynne Grace! The Mae Young Classic winner, staring down with Asuka. Did we just see that? Grace is allowed a shot at a champion of her choosing, and it seems as if she just declared who she wants to face for that title. Oh my goodness, that was huge. What a stare down. Grace and Asuka could be on its way up Battleground, but coming up next is the main event of the evening. Goto versus Punk, and the winner faces Skill at Battleground. Jesus, so much to take out from this episode of Raw. But now it is time for the big one. Now it is time for a huge main event. Yes, please. Hirooki Goto versus CM Punk. The first challenger for Marty Scurll's World Championship is about to be standing in this ring, but which one will it be? Will it be Goto or Punk? Punk would love another opportunity. That's Scurll. The last time he had a crack at him was, of course, back at SummerSlam. He came out with a defeat in it. But Goto has not had a match at the world title since his arrival to this universe. And Goto has been one very, very appreciated star on Monday Night Raw. And he returned his appreciation with an incredible Royal Rumble last night. I talked about it. The second most eliminations with 4. Eliminating 3 world champions, I think, in the process. He eliminated Orton, if I remember rightly. I think he eliminated Orton, Ambrose, AJ Styles, and I can't remember who his last elimination was. I'm trying to think. But he got those 3 anyway. Was it? Oh, it was Gibson. That was it. So there you go. The guy with the second most eliminations eliminated the guy with the third most eliminations. The other ones, I do believe, were Orton, Styles, and Ambrose, which are 3 former world champions. And a guy who also had a standout performance in the Royal Rumble. Great eliminations for Goto. He was eliminated, of course, by Apollo Crews, but that still doesn't take away from the fact that he had an outstanding Rumble. And he is being well rewarded for it here tonight with this opportunity. And he's going to stand in the ring with a guy who came 3rd place in the Royal Rumble and the last man standing in the ring for Monday Night Raw before his elimination. CM Punk versus Hirooki Goto. The best for Raw in the Rumble versus the last man standing for Raw in the Rumble. Pretty interesting when you think about it like that, but here we go. They head towards the ring for this contest here. What can CM Punk do in this one to get himself another chance at Marty Scurll? Like I said, he hasn't had one since SummerSlam. He's going to be chomping at the bit for one more. The last time he lost, remember, because and it was revealed after it, Punk had winded himself in the process of that match, and he couldn't breathe, he couldn't suck in air. He was just basically, Scurll hit him with something, and like Punk was saying, he was having difficulties breathing, but by the end of that match, he just couldn't breathe. And that's why he fell to one knee, and that is why Scurll lifted him up, bird of prey, and it was over. But CM Punk promises that won't happen if he gets him a Battleground. CM Punk won't let it happen. CM Punk chasing a 6th world title in this universe, and what would be his 3rd. Would it be his 3rd? It would be. No, it would be his 4th reign as World Heavyweight Champion, equaling Kevin Owens' 4 WWE title reigns that he's had. As a 2-time WWE Champion, 3-time World Heavyweight Champion. Very interesting indeed. Punk has it on record as one of the longest reigning world champions. This universe has seen as well, the longest being Marty Scurll in his first reign. So, you know, it must have been frustrating for Goto. I've talked about this before, how Goto worked so hard to win that US title. Did so at Survivor Series off of Lars Sullivan. But then to lose it at the very next pay-per-view against Bobby Roode, that must have taken a bit out of his sails. But imagine how much he could regain momentum and drive and desire he could regain if he is the #1 contender to the world title. That is huge for Goto. But to do that, he has to go through CM Punk here tonight, and that is not an easy stretch at all. That is not something that's just going to be pulled off in the blink of an eye. He's got to fight for it. And we know if he wins, he will have earned it as well. Goto does have the early lead in this match right now. Credit where it's due to him. He's doing his best. I think he knows, though, that he's going to need to do more than just his best. He's going to need to put out an incredible performance to beat CM Punk. Little cocky cover made there by Hirooki Goto. So I'm just watching this contest right now, and I'm just a little, just kind of enjoying it quite a bit. It's a very strong contest so far. A lot of back and forth going on. Punk with a good side headlock there. Scurll, you imagine, even if he is on top of the world right now and he's as cocky as he wants to be, he knows he's got to watch this match. He knows he can't just think, oh, I'm not going to pay attention. Yeah, he'll say he's not caring, but you know he cares. You know he does. I don't know who Scurll would rather. Maybe in his mind he'd rather Punk because he's beaten him twice. But Goto is one scary opponent, and I know he beat Goto upon his return, but that was a Goto that was a bit demoralized. That was a Goto 24 hours removed from losing his US title. Can you imagine taking on a Goto 2 weeks after having the second best performance in the Royal Rumble? It's going to be a completely different Hirooki Goto. But so too could it be a completely different CM Punk. A Punk that doesn't have to worry about getting winded. A Punk that doesn't have to worry about the weight on his shoulders. A Punk that can go out there and just do as he pleases and hurt Marty Scurll. You know he wants to hurt him. Punk would get revenge for everyone and would certainly get revenge for Sting as well if he could. Goto was looking for a reverse GTR a few moments ago. Punk stopped it, and now he's the one in the driver's seat of this match here. It's a very competitive main event here to crown the #1 contender to Marty Scurll's World Heavyweight Championship at Battleground. A lot has happened here tonight, but this is the final piece. We are waiting to find out. Big elbow drop there. Cover on Goto. Kick out. Close, but not close enough, it seems, for CM Punk, but he could be just one move away. Anaconda Vice, GTS, whatever you reckon, that could finish off Hirooki Goto here. We're going to the outside now with these two guys. Punk probably benefits more on the outside. He's had a lot of brawls in his career. Like at last WrestleMania against the now WWE Champion Brock Lesnar in their last man standing. Well, it was a fight, basically, more than what it was a match. Into the barricade, though, goes Punk. Goto throwing him just across the outside there. I think Goto simply cares about getting this match back in the ring, and that is exactly what's going to happen now. Back in we go, and here goes Goto! Ushigoroshi! Could Goto be there? Could Goto be about to make something huge happen for his career? He lifts up Punk. Is he thinking it right now? If he was, Punk stopped it. And Punk! Go to sleep to Goto! The thought of world title #6 on top of his head, and victory to go with it. There's two. Goto kicks out at about 2 3/4. Punk can't believe it, but it isn't enough. Goto's still in this one. Goto is still in this one. Spinning kick in the gut by Punk. Here we go, the classic Punk comeback. Double drop kicks. The neck breaker will be up next. Can Goto stop it? Yes, he can. Huge lariat from Goto. Middle of the ring. Picks him up. Here we go. Here we go. Goto. GTR. Goto with the GTR. Does the 3 count await him? 1, 2, no! Punk kicks out at 2 in turn. And Goto hasn't finished it yet. Big discus forearm from Hirooki Goto, but Punk doesn't stay down. He keeps on fighting. It is all to play for here as they do battle for the number 1 contendership. This contest just started peaking in about the last minute and a half. Has Punk got it in him to put away Goto? He's going to go up high. He's going to go up high once again. Is he going to look for that elbow drop? No, calling Goto up to his feet here. What will he look to strike with instead? Crossbody, got all of it into the cover. Is Goto done for? Hell no. Kick out at 1 there by Goto, and Punk though just staying on the offensive right now. Staying in control essentially. Elbows into the chest. Punk goes up to the top rope now. Punk gonna look to fly. One more time. Elbow drop incoming. He got him again. Will it be GTS? Taking a breather. This isn't the time to do that, Punk. You have victory right in front of you. Anaconda of Ice. Anaconda of Ice. Anaconda of Ice locked in. Punk has it locked in on Goto. Punk has it locked in on Goto. But Goto kneeing his way out of it. What an escape there from Goto. Went for the discus forearm. Great counter by Punk. German suplex. No. Counter by Goto. And look at this now. Goto. Goto. Ushigoroshi. Ushigoroshi. And he doesn't stop. He picks up Punk right away. Not wasting a moment. Goto in. Shelton Kai. 1, 2. Hirooki Goto is the number 1 contender to the World Heavyweight title. Goto has done it. Punk gave it his all, but Goto simply gave it more. And there is the man who will face Marty Scurll for the World Heavyweight title at Battleground. There is your number 1 contender. There is Hirooki Goto. And the biggest match in his tenure on Monday Night Raw is just under 2 weeks away. Goto versus Scurll at Battleground. And what a night it has been for Raw action as well. A new era without Sting it might be, but a chaotic era it seems, if anything is to go by this first show. That'll do things here from Vegas. That'll do things Monday Night Raw. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys. And ta-ra.